All right, what's up, people? I want to talk about the NBA draft lottery, which went down last night. Everybody was waiting to find out where Victor Wembanyama was going to go, and of course, he goes to the San Antonio Spurs. As far as the Spurs, as much as I dislike Popovich now and yada yada yada, this is the best. This is the best scenario, and it honestly just makes sense that he went to San Antonio, and instead of some poverty franchise, like the Hornets or something, it's a lot better that he went. San Antonio, he's going to develop. They're going to turn him into a monster, and they're going to be winners again. So, it's better in the NBA, I think, when the Spurs are good. So it'll be fun. I mean, I can't wait to watch this guy play. When people said that he was the most hyped prospect since LeBron, at first I was kind of like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Do we not remember a few years ago when Zion was coming into the league? And I'm still not sure it's a clear-cut case. But I do kind of feel now that the hype has kind of even surpassed Zion's level, where it's like this alien, this 7'5" without shoes alien is just going to show up and take over the league. That's what most people think. I can't wait. I think they're going to develop him well. He's going to a stable franchise. Great. As much as I dislike Popovich for some things that he says outside of the basketball court, and he thinks he's an oracle and all these different things, he's a great coach. And they have a winning culture there, take aside these last couple of seasons. And when you look at their team, I mean, I'm looking at it right now. Trey Jones, he's a decent, role guard on the team. Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson had 20-plus points this year. Sohan, whatever, however you say that. And then Zach Collins. I mean, that was their starting line. I like Zach Collins. I think he's a good backup center. Sohan, I've heard, you hear good things about him. I haven't really been able to catch too much of him. Keldon Johnson seems to be like a good, maybe 12 to 14 points per game kind of guy on a winning team. So, I mean, they have some decent pieces. And I was listening to Bill Simmons' podcast, and they made a great point saying that the Spurs have about $40 million in cap space this year. It could be an interesting play to go for. They said, rather than signing a free agent in a class that's not very good, the Spurs could try to take somebody else's problem off their hands, like a Jordan Poole, like a Chris Paul for the Suns. And I think that would be a great idea. I mean, I think you do want to surround Wembanyama with, even though I just feel like I do like that idea. I don't think you want to wait and mess around with Wembanyama too much. I think they should try to win as soon as possible. And if that means this year, then take a stab at it. Personally, I think I might get killed for this, but I think Westbrook would be a great pickup. First of all, he's not going to take up that entire $40 million. It's going to be a shorter-term contract, so if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I think Westbrook would be great here, where it's a young, up-and-coming team. He's going to have some of the reins, a little bit more than he had in Los Angeles, even with the Clippers. Even I think that could actually play very well. And Russ, for as much as people get against him or go against him and talk about how much he can be cancerous in the locker room, I really believe that was just an LA Lakers issue. I think I don't know. I think it could be good for Wembanyama to play with a future Hall of Famer like Russell Westbrook. So that's kind of my take on it. Now, I doubt people will agree with that pairing, but I think that would be a good one. I still think Westbrook has a good amount left in the tank, and I think he could be 20, 28, and 7 for them, and Wembanyama can average 25, whatever. I'm just throwing out numbers, but, I think that could be a pretty decent pairing. But regardless, I think they should use that cap space to either trade for a guy that somebody wants to unload a contract, like Jordan Poole, potentially, even though I think that'd be a mistake for the Warriors. But that's a different conversation. Or try to get somebody in free agency, even though it's pretty bleak as far as the free agent class. Okay, really quickly, Hornets got the number 2 pick. Of course, they don't get the number 1 pick because they're just the worst franchise ever. Most people think Scoot Henderson. Although I've been seeing Brandon Miller on the mock drafts, I would take Scoot Henderson. I think Miller's a headache, and he really did not look great in the tournament. He could be all that in a bag of chips, but I just felt I wasn't impressed with Miller, especially with his personality. But this does kind of feel like a Michael Kidd-Gilchrist position right here. This feels like the Hornets are going to take the wrong guy. And, honestly, I hope they don't. I want to see them kind of rebound. But so we'll see. But either way, Scoot Henderson or Miller most likely going to Charlotte. And then I believe it's Trailblazers after that. So the Trailblazers made out well. The Pistons, took the biggest L of the night. But overall, makes sense. To me, it's like this fits in the storyline of the NBA for Victor Wembanyama to go to the Spurs. So, and he seemed excited about it. So those are my thoughts on the lottery. I cannot wait to watch this guy play. All right, peace.